Hi, we're the Mouse Couple, and we just got back from an awesome trip trying all the fabulous new snacks Disney has to offer this March, or at least most of them.
Yeah, so let's get started. So I know we said in our last video that this video was going to be our January trip, but that will come in a little bit.
Surprise!
Yes, surprise video upload. We went back to Walt Disney World in March to try all the Easter and Women's History Month and St. Patrick's Day festivities.
Just get a dose of Disney springtime.
Yeah, exactly. So this video is all about the special snacks for the month of March, as well as the Easter displays that came out while we were there.
Yes.
So starting with some of the snacks, so March being Women's History Month, we tried two of the Women's History Month snacks featured this year. First of which was the Feathered Friends Mousse Dough, and this was in Animal Kingdom, and this was themed after Kevin.
Because Kevin's a girl.
Yes. And this was $7.99, and this was kind of like a white chocolate mousse that was colored purple on the inside, and on top of a citrus cake.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. The snacks from the Starbucks in Animal Kingdom usually are pretty good. I will say this one to me tasted like Fruit Loops. As weird as that is, but I guess the combination of the white chocolate with the fruitiness of the citrus cake kind of had the Fruit Loops aspect to it.
It was very bright, and the thing about this one is it will stain. It will stain your mouth, it will stain your hands, it will stain anything and everything.
Yes. And then the other snack for Women's History Month was at Hollywood Studios, and this was from Dockside Diner, I think is what it's called. Mm-hmm. This was the Princess of Alderaan Shake. This was a salted caramel milkshake with 2 cinnamon buns to resemble Princess Leia. This one was interesting. Mm-hmm. The shake was fantastic. I know we've gotten shakes in Hollywood Studios before from near Tower of Terror. Like a candy corn one, I think, one year.
That was pretty actively bad.
Yeah, so very pleasantly surprised by the quality of the milkshake itself, but the cinnamon buns were pretty bad.
They were basically like if you bought not fresh from a grocery store, like the prepackaged, like tub of cinnamon rolls.
With no frosting.
Yeah.
So kind of bland. Wasn't bad when you dipped it in the shake.
Right, that was what I was gonna say.
But
they're fine. They're not bad, they're just fine. And I think it was mainly just compared to the actual drink.
Right.
That we were like, wow, this is great. And then the cinnamon buns were like, oh, these are not as great as what they came with. So.
And this one was $9.79. So one of the, I think the most expensive snack that we tried of all of the snacks for all the different festivities.
I do think that we would get both again though.
Yes, these two were both very, very good. There were some other snacks for Women's History Month across all the parks, but these are the two that we had on our list to try.
And these are available all of March.
Yes.
So
if you're going to Walt Disney World in March of 2024, be on the lookout for these, and be on the lookout to come back next year too.
And celebrate Women's History Month.
Yes. And then the other holiday that was going on at the same time was St. Patrick's Day, which there were, again, a few offerings for St. Patrick's Day snacks all across the different parks. The one that we had our eyes on was not in a park, actually. It was in one of the resorts. Mm-hmm. And it was the Irish cream cheesecake available at the Grand Floridian Resort.
Gasparilla Island Grill.
Yes.
Their quick service location.
This one was $6.49, and it said it had like Bailey's Irish cream, and I think it was kind of all that was its selling point, but it was topped with like a Grand Floridian logo in green and covered with like gold sprinkles. What were your thoughts?
There were 2 left in the case, and one was an absolute hot mess. Like crazy green had smeared across it. You couldn't read what it was supposed to have, the GF on it. But I think what it kind of lacked in looks, it made up for in taste. Mm-hmm. It was very creamy. The texture was very good. I know we just got off the Wish and I said the cheesecake there was kind of gritty. This wasn't like that at all.
Right.
And you'd think coming from a quick service place, if there was a gritty cheesecake, that's where you would guess it would be. But flavor-wise, it didn't blow me out of the water, but it was solid.
Yeah, it was a good cheesecake. I wouldn't really go Irish cream. It just kind of tasted like an extra creamy cheesecake.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a Bailey's flavor to it at all. I will say though, with all the green and the gold sprinkles and whatnot, very, very messy. Turned everything green. Tongues, fingers, everything that came in contact with the GF logo was just green.
That's a theme for this spring video.
Yes.
Colorful desserts.
Indeed. And then staying at the Grand Floridian, we also got to check out the Easter display, which involved some more snacks. So similar to how they have the gingerbread house selling snacks in the lobby, they have a little like spring cottage selling Easter snacks with all the Easter egg displays around the lobby. So as far as the snacks go, we got a couple from here. Mm-hmm. So we tried the carrot blondie pop. This one was $7.50. This one was pretty weird.
Well, I expected it to be a blondie on a stick, shaped just like a carrot and decorated. But it ended up as like a ginormous carrot cake pop.
Yeah.
It was like a gooey, wet cake pop filling. It was basically just a big carrot cake pop. So I was both happy and disappointed at the same time, if that makes sense. Because I love carrot cake, so I was happy with what I had, but expecting a blondie, I was confused, to say the least. Because that was not,
right.
It wasn't a blondie. It was like just a carrot cake pop.
Yeah.
So.
It was good though, but not as advertised, I would say. It was not a blondie. And then the other snack that we got here, that was more for me, although you tried this at all,
no.
But it's not your vibe, was the Bunny Burrow Dirt Cup. Now, when I saw this initially and saw the pictures, I read Dirt Cup and pictured it was going to be like other Dirt Cups where it's just like chocolate pudding with some kind of Oreo crumbs in it as well. That was not the case. This was cake. So it was layers of dark chocolate cake with like a cookies and cream ganache in between. Very, very good. I liked the kind of modeling chocolate flour that was on top as well. That was a nice little touch, but very, very rich. Would get it again. It was $7, so it was a little bit on the pricey side for what it was, I think. As was the blondie pop. $7.50 is a little on the pricey side compared to the cheesecake being $6.50, and I feel like that was a better value. But would get the Dirt Cup again. It was very, very good, very rich. We did get some other things too, but we did not try them.
We were with my family.
Yes.
So my folks took home the lemon blueberry whoopie pie, the fruity cereal Mickey Pop, and the carrot cake coffee cake. And all of them got glowing reviews. Mm-hmm. So I don't think there are any real misses with the Easter snacks this year. I think it's mainly at Grand Floridian from the cottage. It's just one confusing blondie pop.
Yes. I will say that the Walt Disney World Resort did come out with more Easter snacks after we left. Mm-hmm. But while we were there, it was only the ones available at the Grand Floridian for the Easter display happening there.
And they really didn't add too many this year.
No.
So I feel like we hit the ones that we would have really wanted, we were able to get.
Yeah. And then continuing in the Grand Floridian lobby for the Easter egg display, they had so many Easter eggs this year made out of chocolate and other edible components, whether it's fondant or modeling chocolate or whatever. But yes, such a pretty display and something to look at while you're in line for the snacks.
Because it did take a while
yeah.
to get everything.
Yeah, and they had a couple that were not in the line. They had like a James and the Giant Peach one and a Kakamora one from Moana. And then there was a cast member that was actually painting with cocoa powder.
Yes, an artist at work.
A like Pixar character collage very large egg, which is very cool to see that in the works because there was another one very similar in the line display for just Disney characters. So cool.
And it was
to
beautiful.
See. Yes.
Like, he was doing a wonderful job.
For sure. But cool to see like before and after, like the kind of how it progresses from like half done to completed in the line. Other ones that we loved were, there was a Beauty and the Beast one that was gorgeous.
The Beauty and the Beast egg was intricate. They had it rotating so you could see everything. And that one was just beautiful.
Yes. And then there was even a hollowed out portion where it had like the West Wing with the rows and so much detail inside of it as well. That was the most detailed one that they had there for sure. We also liked the Alice Toy Barn one.
It was very fun. I thought that was a fun spin on the egg theme, to have the chicken and everything going on.
Yeah. There was also an Yzma dressed as the Squirrel Scout.
Yeah, she was very cute.
That was another fun way to use, instead of holding the poison, or the llama.
Essence of llama.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Extract of llama.
It's supposed to be poison. Have that be an egg with the little llama label on it, which is fun. And then the Alice in Wonderland one was very, very cool. It moved. It was an actual like working clock, visible from both sides. Lots of just intricate parts to that as well.
I don't know how people's brains work to see things and then make it out of chocolate and then put it together.
Yeah.
And make it work and move. It's like artists, engineers, but I mean, that's why Disney has their Imagineers.
Right. And then one of the ones that I really liked too, kind of a random one on this list, but very simplistic, it was the Villains one. There were much smaller eggs, and each of the eggs were just kind of designed to each random villains. But I liked how they went the extra step and made the egg carton out of chocolate as well. So it was just kind of a little display as if you were dipping them or decorating them yourself. I don't know.
Inspo.
Yeah.
For your egg decorating for this year's Easter.
Yeah. Very cute. And several other beautiful ones that we did not mention. Just beautiful artwork, whether it's sculpting or painting, or some that used lights. So many different.
It was art.
Yeah.
It's edible art.
For sure. And then moving from the Grand Floridian, we kind of stumbled upon it on, was it the first day it opened or the second day it opened?
It was the second day it opened. We were lucky enough on our last day before leaving to be able to pop over to Beach Club and Yacht Club to see their Easter egg displays. And they took a more themed approach this year.
Yes, which I thought was cool that it was, the resort specifically was themed and there were eggs around that. So the Beach Club themed itself to Flower and Garden Festival this year.
Yes.
So there was the big like Groot topiary out of a chocolate egg form, and then there was Chip and Dale,
Mickey and Minnie, the big dragon topiary, and I think that was probably the favorite for us, the Japan Pavilion egg.
Yes.
Because it was so intricate and so cool.
Down to the stones being chocolate, the base being like the ceramic base of the egg being chocolate, and the cherry blossoms were super cool. There was another one with cherry blossoms that was hollow, that was also very pretty. But I think the Japan Pavilion with the dragon and the painted pagoda and everything was really what
put it over the top as the favorite one.
Yeah, a lot of elements in that one. But yeah, very, very pretty display. And then moving over to the Yacht Club, the theme of the Yacht Club was Moana. So here there were several different eggs themed to different story points in the movie Moana, whether it was the Kakamora or little baby Pua.
Pua was decorating eggs, I think.
Yes, Pua was decorating eggs. There was the Tamatoa.
And he was very shiny.
He was very shiny. There was the Stingray, and lots of just themed elements to the movie itself. I do think that the Beach Club display was probably my favorite of these two. I don't know that I really had a favorite egg here.
I liked Pua just because it was fun. My biggest beef with Yacht Club and Beach Club was that the displays were not very well lit.
Yes.
They were not well lit. And at the Grand Floridian, they also had little artist statements by each egg.
Yeah.
So you could see the person's name who designed the egg and why they wanted to do what they did, which was very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish that they had carried that over to Beach Club and Yacht Club as well, because that was more amazing artistry, and it would have been cool to say, oh, that's from so-and-so, or even be able to say, I really liked that egg at Grand Floridian, this artist did that egg, oh, they did this one over here too, that's cool, because they do the Festival of the Arts. You could almost get a following, similar to how the artists have a following there, with the artists who make edible art.
True.
So, basically, love the displays. Wish that the ones at Beach and Yacht Club were given just as much love as the ones at Grand Floridian, because they were just as lovely, just as beautiful, and those artists deserved it.
Yeah. But that did it for all of the Easter displays and the snacks that we had.
The festive spring time stuff that we did on our last trip.
So overall, of the, we have 5 snacks. The
5 that we ate.
5 that we ate. Of the 5 snacks that we ate, what was your number 1, number 2?
I think number 1 was I feel like for me, I'm probably gonna give it to the Women's History Month snacks and do Leia's first, the milkshake, and then second, the Mousse Dome.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would pick as my faves.
I'd probably do the milkshake as number 1. I would probably, just because I'm a chocolate person, would give the Dirt Cup number 2, but then have the Mousse Dome be a very close third. Just because I do really like the snacks that come from that Starbucks, whether it's the cupcakes that we've had in the past or their Mousse Domes for the holidays or whatnot.
And you can use Starbucks gift cards there.
Yes.
So pro tip, if you want this Mousse Dome, if you want a carrot cake cookie from, I can't remember.
Trolley Car Cafe.
Trolley Car Cafe. It's not the writer's stuff, that was a long time ago.
Yes.
But any of the Starbucks locations, you can use your Starbucks gift cards to get your snacks.
Yeah.
So if you want to offset some of the costs of your Disney vacation, maybe pick up a Starbucks gift card, have it on hand so you can grab a snack or two. Because they usually have something special and fun.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, so that'll do it for this video, going over the Easter displays as well as some of the exclusive March 2024 snacks. Let us know in the comments below if you have tried any of these this year, or if you're going later this month to try them out yourself.
You missed the St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
But like we said, there's plenty more to try.
Indeed. So, once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.